Hello, witches, and welcome to Thursday night at 8. Thursday night live at 8. My apologies. But tonight, before I even get there, I am your host, Aurora Moon, and with me as my executive assistant,
Large coffee.
is my girl, Shannon.
What? What?
Anyways, witches, do we have one for you tonight? So much of one, and I had to actually write it down
So exciting.
because there's so much to cover. And honestly, we're going to be talking about, just for anybody who's tuning in tonight that has no idea what's going on right now, we are doing how to reverse a curse, a hex, or a jinx. Okay. And if you are coming from my Facebook group, hello, hi, how are you? Thank you for joining us. And if you're new to my channel, thank you so much. I appreciate it. We are all over on the Facebook group as well. So we join here on Thursday nights at 8 Eastern Standard Time as a coven live. We talk about stuff right here on the spot. Okay. So as we're going to get going, okay, let's talk about jinxes, hexes, and curses and what they are and what the difference is between them and what you need to do to let go or release yourself of these negative energies, okay? Because each one of these that we're going to be talking about is just a little bit more than the other. Yes.
Millo, which I actually love your name. That is really cool.
Oh, I love that.
It'll be about maybe 45 minutes at the most.
Yeah.
Not even.
Yeah.
So you know.
But you know what? If you aren't able to stay for the whole thing, don't worry because this will be a replay. So if you can't catch everything, you can come back to it and watch it all over. Okay. So no worries. But if you guys do want to take notes, please, by all means, grab yourself a piece of paper and a pen because we're going to be talking about a bunch of stuff that you might want to jot down. Okay. For tonight, let's get started and let's talk about jinxes. What a jinx is. Okay. Let's start by saying a jinx is very little. And by little, meaning it's one of those things that you say under your breath. Oh, I wish this person would, whatever. Okay. Most people don't know that they're jinxing even just a little bit. Okay. So I'm going to give you examples. Okay. Um, so for instance, your jinxes are small in comparison to your hexes, which is a little bit bigger, to your curses that is your big honcho. Okay, if we're going to go on a scale of this, we're starting with your jinxes as being on a 1 to, let's say, from a 0 to 10, 10 being strongest. We're going to look at this as more like a 3. Okay, so it's gonna give you some minor discomforts. Okay, so for instance, which was really great, right? Which sand in somebody's bed.
Very annoying.
Something that would get annoying, right? Like constantly going to your bed and you're like constantly finding that crumb
It's
in
like
your
camping.
bed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, or finding that pee, right? Like you just can't get comfortable. That's kind of what a jinx is. So I'm going to give you some examples if you want to write them down, just so you know what the difference is. Okay, jinxes are harmless. Okay, um, they're targeted, and are mean spirited. Okay, but it's not something that's going to last a long time. Okay, so for instance, a jinx to that a jinx that causes the target to step in water while wearing socks. Okay. Yeah, that's not, clearly it's not a curse. Okay. It's something that's going to annoy the crap out of the person. Oh, I keep on stepping in water with socks on, and it
Stepping
irritates.
on
Okay.
cooked rice. That drives me nuts.
Oh, yes. Or Legos.
Yeah.
Legos, right?
Yeah.
Nobody wants to step on a Lego. Getting under your constantly, yeah. Or getting a pebble in your shoe. Constantly waking up having that pebble. That's a jinx, okay? Something that's so little, so minor that it's it's getting under the skin type, okay? Where if we're looking at hexes, okay, is sending negative energy towards your target that's gonna last a little bit longer than what your jinx is. So more like a season. Okay, not a lifetime, it's more of a season. Um, and it stops when the target learns their lesson. Okay, so that's more like, so for instance, okay, I'm gonna use some examples. Um, a seasonal hex to alienate the target's friends and family. Hex to make someone's target or someone regret leaving you. A hex to make it difficult for someone to find love again, or a hex to destroy someone's hope. There, it's very, it's something that's, it doesn't get under somebody's skin, but it's something that causes your target to have doubt, wonder if something's going on, something bigger that's going on, but not being obvious. Right? Like it's there, but it's not obvious, okay? That they're not like they're wondering, but they're not wondering, okay? When and they're on a scale, if we were to look at a 0 to 10 level, I'm gonna say more like a 5, 5.5. Okay. So it's it's there, but it's not there to stay permanently for a long period of time. Now, when we're talking about curses, okay, curses are a little different. And there's a lot of people that will say, I think there's a curse on me. And believe me, I understand where you might think that. And for the most part, it's not going to be true. And I'm going to tell you why. The amount of effort it takes to put a curse on somebody, you have to have somebody's name, maybe address, phone number, details, a tag lock, which is an item from them that represents something that could be useful in the spell.
Like their shirt or hair or
Or
nails
yeah,
or
or a picture of them.
yeah.
Okay, that represents them. Okay. It takes a lot more energy for somebody to do that. And for somebody to go ahead and do a curse on you, they really have to have a good reason, because there's time and energy that goes into a curse, but there's also money. Like you have to go out and buy some of these things that it's going to put this curse on you, okay? Or now, I'm not saying that it can't happen, but there are so many scammers out there that are looking to make a buck, and they will tell you anything to scare the living daylights out of you for you to give them that money. And a lot of people they will be successful with, unfortunately. Okay? I hate to say it, because I've had a lot of people come to me telling me that they've had a curse on them. And for the most part, they have to give me a lot of examples as to why they think that there's a curse on them for me to believe so. With that being said, there are skilled practitioners, okay, that can do a curse. Um, and depending, if you're a witch already, if you're a witch watching this live, then more than likely you've surrounded yourself with other people that are witch like. And there are going to be witches out there that won't think twice about putting a curse on you for malicious intents, that doesn't think of healing first. Okay? There are some people that I will say, yeah, I can understand where it's justified. Okay? Pedophiles, rapists, abusers of any sort, okay? That do it to your children, do it to yourself, okay? It doesn't matter. I don't care. That I can understand. And I'm a gray witch. I will go there, okay? But everybody's different. My first approach is healing. My first approach with anything that I do will be healing first before I even venture down there. And it will only be if I feel that I have to. Okay. Yes.
So Tamara's wondering,
Okay.
she feels like she was born with a curse,
Mm.
like from her past life, and she's wondering if she did it to herself.
It's quite possible you could have done it to yourself. There are generational curses. More than likely, it wasn't you putting one on yourself. It was one that was put on you through a past life generational type thing. Okay, that has something, especially if you have a bloodline or you are naturally gifted, a gifted witch. Okay, there is a possibility that there has been because of history. We are not the same as what our ancestors were, right? We're different. And if that's the case, Tamara, you can absolutely remove it yourself. Okay? You can absolutely remove it yourself. I will talk to you about doing that. And we will do an episode. We were talking about it tonight. We will do one alive on doing an egg cleanse and showing you how you can find out if you actually have a hex or a curse on you. Okay? But for tonight, what I'm going to do is show you other ways of feeling it, as well as showing you how to remove one for yourself. Ultimately, when it comes to removing one for yourself, it's down to confidence. You can only have a curse on you if you believe you have a curse on you. If you believe that there is that attachment, it's a this is a very sensitive line, okay? Because there's different angles I can come at this from, okay? I can look at it from a healing perspective, I can look at it from a generational perspective, and I can see it from a witch perspective. So I'm kind of looking at it from different perspectives. So bear with me here, okay? You can heal it from yourself, but you have to believe in your own gifts. You have to believe that you can do it to remove it. If you do not have belief in yourself, then it will be harder for you to remove it with confidence. Okay? I'm not going to say that you don't have a curse on you. It can be a string of bad luck. It can be your mindset. Please understand, do not use going to a curse automatically, assuming that you have a curse. It can be you. If you have a shitty attitude, I'm sorry, but if you have a shitty attitude and you have um, a poor mindset, a negative mindset, and you constantly think that people are out to get you, you're constantly in fear, then you're going to always think there's something out to get you. You have to heal that first before you can see whether or not there's an actual attachment. More than likely, it's a generational one. More than likely. More than likely is not something from this lifetime. Not saying that it's not, but more than likely it's more of a generational thing because that was more predominant back then than it is now. Witches now look for healing. We're not looking to harm another witch intentionally unless that witch has done wrong. And that witch would have known she's done wrong. Okay, but we're not out to just maliciously go after somebody. That's not what a witch is about, and you guys know that. I know you guys know
Unfortunately, a
that.
lot of it is social media, and a lot of them focus on witches and curses and stuff, and the lengths that a witch has to go to put a curse on someone, it's a lot.
Yeah,
So,
it
like,
is.
chances of you being cursed are like slim to none.
Yeah, and it's more than likely a scam and somebody trying to scam money out of you
Or scare you.
or scare the crap out of you. I've had people say that to me before, and I just laugh it off, say, "Yeah, okay, whatever." I've had people say, "Yeah, I'm gonna curse you." I'm like, "Yeah,
Bring it.
whatever. Go
Here's
ahead."
my hair.
you know, because
Yeah.
because I know my own inner strength, my own power, that I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Because I have protection. I don't believe 1 second that somebody's going to come after me. If something does, I look at myself first. What have I done? What have I done to line myself up with this? Because I'm not having that. So I look at myself first. If you're not looking at yourself first and you're automatically going, well, somebody must have cursed me, then you're not doing your shadow work. Do your shadow work first and then go back and say, ah, that person probably hasn't cursed me. I'm just thinking that because this is a trigger that has happened in my past that I haven't healed yet.
It's a crutch,
It
basically.
is. It is. And you got to
Yeah.
get out of that crutch and get out of thinking that that is everybody's intention for you,
Mhm.
because it's not. That's an unhealthy mindset to get into, automatically thinking somebody's out to get you every second. Yes.
So we've had a few people join. I just want to acknowledge them. So
Yes,
we've
thank you
got
very much.
sorry, Stephanie, better late than not than never.
Never.
Bleh, 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 bleh. We got Bobby Morell late to the party. That's okay. Like I said, better late than never. Got
Hi,
Linda.
Bobby. Nice to see you.
We have my lovely,
Steph.
handsome husband.
Hi, Anthony.
Juanita.
Hi, Juanita.
Now, I think
Stephanie. Amy.
I'm assuming
Linda.
bound within is probably Natasha, I'm assuming, from Cornwall, which is fucking awesome. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. So
Oh,
yeah,
there we go.
there
Hi.
she is. That's my girl. So yeah, so there's quite a few that came on, and I really appreciate it. We both really appreciate this because it's something, because people have such a doubt about witches and all this stuff.
Mhm.
We want to put an end to that and like help people understand that we're not that.
We're not Hollywood's version.
Yeah, and we're
Hollywood,
not out
yeah.
for the money.
Right.
Right? Like,
Hollywood has commercialized what us witches are, and that's nothing of what we are.
not even remotely.
You know, there believe me, there's some of there might be some truth to it, you know, with parts of the craft I can sit back and say, yeah,
Yeah.
okay, but there's a lot of it that are hokey.
Yeah.
Okay, that's to sell a movie, that's to sell a show, that's to sell. Okay, but when it comes to realistic spells and stuff that we're talking about tonight, let's focus on the work that goes into it.
Yeah.
It's not like the movies. It's not Hollywood scripted. We don't just sit there and we're all in our backyards conjuring up spirits and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong. We
have our moments.
do, but not in the same, not of what Hollywood has depicted, and not maliciously and not malicious
No.
how we've been, kind of depicted. We're
Yeah.
not we're not that. We Now, don't get me wrong. There are witches out there that do, okay, but they're slim. We start off really loving. Just because we wear black doesn't mean that we're dark and deep inside. We like some punk rock, okay?
Right. Well,
yeah,
maybe a little.
Ozzy.
Just a little bit.
Just a little.
Right.
Okay, but let's change the world's view on what we are. We are healers first, and we do what we need to do to protect ourselves, protect our family, protect our loved ones, protect what's ours, to help us manifest what we need to prosper, to grow, to heal, to love, all of that. All of that.
But it all starts with shadow work. That's the
There's a
biggest thing.
lot, and if
Shadow work, healing, so that you
Yeah.
can practice spells and things like that. Because if you're
without
not,
thinking that somebody's out to get you, because
Exactly.
more than likely they're not.
that's our
They're
natural
not.
instinct,
Yeah.
especially as witches, because of what our past lives have been, being
Yeah.
burnt and judged and all that. Even to this day, we're still judged. So
Well,
that's our
most of us
automatic
here,
thinking, right?
yeah, most of us here are black sheeps.
Exactly.
That's why we're here. We didn't
Yeah.
feel like we belonged. There was a reason, but here we belong. We understand each other. Why? Because we are witches and we understand that there's a lot of healing that goes into our work. Okay?
We might, Teresa, we might fly on a wired broom, but we wouldn't get that far. But it's true. Yeah, we're not like that. Like, hello?
Depends on how much LSD you've had. It will
Right?
depend on how much flying you're doing, okay? Anyways, let's continue, okay? So we're going to talk about how to reverse a curse, okay? So get your piece of paper and pen out because you might want to write this down. To start off with, okay, we are going to do a candle. I'm not actually going to do this, okay, but I will show you what you can do to reverse it because I don't believe I have a curse or a hex or a jinx on me, okay? If it was a jinx, I'm going to tell you right now, you do not need to do this. Taking care of a jinx, smudge yourself.
Yeah.
Smudge yourself. You smudge your home, but you don't smudge yourself. No, smudge yourself. Do your cutting cords,
I was just going to
do
say.
your grounding, do your protection. That is all a part of your daily routine that you need to get into a habit of doing, especially if you're a witch, especially if you're sensitive in the energies. You don't want to feel all those horrible feelings, then do something about it. And that starts off by taking care of you. Everybody grabs a shower during the day. So grab a shower and watch everything just wash away from you. Yes.
Yeah, Teresa, we see your messages. We're just trying to get back to the topic now. It's hard to keep up with everybody's messages. First of all, I should be wearing glasses, so I can't really see anything over there. I got my phone with me here, and I'm trying to keep up here, but also listen at the same time. So I'm trying to get everybody's comments while reading and listening. So, executive assistant, So, but yes, I do see your messages and I see everybody's messages. It's just, I don't want to keep interrupting. And unless it's like, like I know what you mean, Tamara, about telling your mom about demons. Yeah, I agree. Like, it's really hard to describe to some people who don't even know much about it or judge it already before they even know anything about it.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but yeah, we do see your comments.
We always see your comments.
It's hard to keep on track time wise, and
we focus
to everybody.
Yeah, we focus on what's at hand and worry about the stuff on the side. Okay, so to reverse a curse,
we can.
Purple candle. Purple is all about higher self, connecting, peace as well.
Psychic attacks.
Psychic. Okay. Rosemary. Rosemary is if you only can get one witchcraft ingredients, supply anything, get yourself some rosemary. Fresh rosemary, dried rosemary. It doesn't cost very much. Rosemary works amazing.
Dollarama.
Right? Yes. Okay. Very easy. Rosemary oil. Now, if you don't have rosemary oil, essential oil, okay, you can use whatever oil you have on hand. So if you have olive oil, you can take olive oil and then use rosemary and roll it in your candle. Okay. Or you use rosemary essential oil, and that's it.
So you put the oil on the candle first.
Yes.
And then you roll it into the herb.
Right. So I usually get a little plate that I have. I don't know that one.
Alexa didn't know that either. So I'm glad that we're here for her to let her know.
I don't know that one.
She still doesn't know. We're telling you, Alexa, calm down. Damn, she's always after me.
Right. But anytime I do a live,
every time we do a live,
she talks.
Only time she talks. We've been down here doing spells at times, and she won't do nothing.
Only time when I'm doing this.
Look out.
No word of a lie. Spirit comes through.
Our girls in the home here.
But purple candle, I have a little ceremony plate that my son made me when he was little. And I use that for putting my oil on, and then I roll it, and then I put my rosemary, whatever that I'm using. For instance, this would be I actually picked New Moon Blend because I didn't have an oil available, and my rosemary.
Yes. Yeah, Jessica, yeah, you're right. It is easy to grow your own rosemary.
Oh, yes.
They're really easy to look after. If you kill an aloe vera plant, these are for you. Like, I'm telling you, easy to grow.
They love water.
Or outdoor. Doesn't matter. You're in an apartment, it's okay.
Yeah. So, purple candle, rosemary essential oil, or olive oil and rosemary rolled, okay? White paper, black ink. It says I have black ink here. If you don't have black ink, use blue. Common sense, okay? A fireproof dish such as your cauldron or an ashtray is fine too. I've got my little cauldron here. I actually was going to tip this just a little bit so you guys could see a little bit better of what I've got here. Okay. I don't think
It's kind of cool actually when you think about it, because this here is just a little cast iron pan you can get that's used for eggs, really. But
I got
what the
that
hell?
Christmas time. You can find these at Christmas time for your $10 gifts.
See?
They come with the little cookie or the little brownie that you can make.
Oh, that's even better.
I buy it just for the cast iron. You know, I do.
Why
I
not?
use it.
It works.
It's a perfect little size.
Yeah.
Perfect little size for my candles.
And if someone's getting on your nerves or getting into your sacred space, and just say
It's a lot lighter to hold than your big one.
exactly.
Okay. So what you're going so that's the simple ingredients. If you do not have rosemary, if you do not, use something else that your heart feels guided to. Okay? But I would choose rosemary. Because we're using it for removing for protection. But if your heart is guiding you to something else, go with it. I will always be an advocate for following your own inner guidance.
There's no wrong.
There's no wrong. Okay. This is just a perfect way of making sure that because it's a universal herb that you can use. And oil if you can only have two. Okay. So we're going to visualize all your blocks in your life path being removed. So you would visualize this, and remember, you would do your cord cutting. You're grounding your protection first. If you don't know how to do that, I do have a video on it on the how to how to do cord cutting. Anyways, what do I have there? Yes.
Juanita has a good question, actually.
Oh, okay.
Oh, first of all, yes. Yes, Anthony. Yes. Watch yourself. I have a bigger cast iron pan. That's right. But Juanita has a good question. Black mustard seeds.
For
like to roll the candle in, you mean?
Mustard seeds are used for not for removing. For cursing, yes, because
I know I was just gonna say
that is used for confusion.
Yeah.
Mustard seeds are good for confusion, but when we're looking to remove, your basil would be a good one. Angelica root would be another one that you could use. Sage you could use as well if you didn't have rosemary on hand. But rosemary is universal. It's great for everything.
Chances of you using anything black is kind of slim because you're not really, I mean, you're going to use protection, I guess, but you're not going to really do it to put out a curse.
Yes, this is not to put out a curse. This is for you to remove it from yourself. If you feel that you have something, you could either do it this way. Bay leaves could work as well. Yes, absolutely. Now, here's an idea, and this is just coming to my head. I love when this happens because I'm getting shivers. So watch if there's little orbs behind me because sometimes it happens. Is if you feel that you're surrounded by negative energy on a regular basis, you could make your own rosemary oil. Get your dried rosemary and put grapeseed oil. And then leave it. Leave it to infuse for about 4 to 6 weeks. If it's sunny outside, stick it outside and get some heat in it.
So you got the sun magic and you got moon magic.
Right.
If you leave it out day and night.
Okay. If you don't, or if you can't do a candle spell, if you're in a home where you can't light candles, do smudge sticks and stuff like that, you can do this through a bath. So instead, what you could do is you can make yourself some rosemary oil to put into your bath. That way you can soak in it and then visualize that when you are done, that it goes down the drain. That it
Same
just
with the shower.
exactly
It
the
doesn't have to
same
be a
way.
bath. I know a lot of people don't bath; they like to shower. Same
Yeah.
kind of concept. You can use it in the shower too.
Put it on a sponge and wipe yourself down with it. Visualize you're wiping yourself down, get in the nooks and cranny, and you see yourself removing that curse or hex or
Negative
negative
shit.
blockages that you feel that you have.
And olive oil is a great alternative, Jessica. Yeah.
And
If you
it's
don't
amazing
have,
for your
yeah,
skin too. Yeah, if you don't have grapeseed oil is great for the skin because it doesn't clog pores. But if you don't have that, use olive oil. It's a great alternative because it also nourishes and moisturizes your skin naturally.
it's good for your hair too.
That too. So if you want to put it in your hair, and rosemary oil is great for hair growth.
Very good for hair.
Okay,
Yeah.
so put that in, massage it in your hair. If you feel that you have something like that on you and you want to remove everything, put it in your hair. It doesn't hurt. Leave it overnight.
Yep.
And then wash it off in the morning and wash yourself, saying all of this is gone. It sat overnight, so it's grabbing everything. Visualize all of those energies grabbing to the rosemary. And then when you go to wash it off, you see it all washing off when you're washing your hair and everything around you.
Yeah.
That's what you would do. So you can do a candle or you can do a bath, like it's or shower, bath or shower. I do shower myself. I don't
Yeah.
do the bath thing. It's a lot more comfortable for me to do the shower. So that's what I would do. Okay. Now, if you were doing the candle, like what we just talked about, okay, you would anoint your candle with the oil. And on the piece of paper, you would write with the black ink, all blocks are now removed. All blocks that are attached are now removed. And then you fold the paper 3 times away from you. We're going to get my assistant to show you how to do that. Wait.
Obviously, it's not going to be this ever loving huge, but just for purposes of that, away from you.
3 times. 1, 2.
I hope you didn't need this paper. But
Probably
anyways,
not.
you don't now.
No. And
3.
3.
Away.
Okay. Then you're going to light your candle. You're going to pretend it's here. We're not going to actually light
We're
it.
not
We're
lighting
pretending
this.
it.
No.
Okay, pretend.
Whoa. Hot.
Okay. And then we're going to pretend right now. You're going to burn your paper. And then you're going to say, or then you're going to invoke the power of fire and its elements, elemental spirits, by repeating this 3 times.
Best thing to use though, if you're holding the paper, is it's going to be burning, right? And it's going to get pretty damn close to your finger. So a tweezer or tongs or something.
Yes.
So that you don't burn yourself. So we'll pretend my hand is a tweezer.
Or you can just toss it in the pot depending on what you have. Okay. My candle's not.
I like to start it for a bit, and then once it gets really good, then I just drop
it in.
Because
okay, but if you only have something small like this, you're not going to drop it in. You're going to want to. I've even ripped it up before to help.
It feels better.
Okay,
when you're ripping it, you just that intention and energy is.
That can work too.
Yeah, it feels great.
Okay, so you would do fire drakes and salamanders. Aid me in my quest. Protect me from all evil thoughts. Turn away and send back this hex. Again, this is for a curse as well. Okay. After the 3rd repetition, because you're going to do that 3 times, fire drakes and salamanders, aid me in my quest. Protect me from all evil thoughts. Turn away and send back this hex. See, I'm getting shivers right now. We're going to do it again. Fire drakes and salamanders. Just so you guys can hear it, I'll post it on my page if you want me to as well. Fire drakes and salamanders. Aid me in my quest. Protect me from all evil thoughts. Turn away and send back this hex. After the 3rd time, you're going to close the spell in whatever way is appropriate for you. For me, I would be tossing my paper right in. I would actually rip it, and each time I would recite this, I would throw each one in as I recite it. That's how I would be doing it. Okay. And then I would just meditate on seeing all of it going away. So I would close my eyes, I would visualize all these blocks being removed and being burned in the fire. It's no longer attached to me. Okay. And then I would say, and let it be so. No one has the right to curse or malign another person. And all you are doing with this spell is turning the negativity back where it belongs. Okay.
Yeah,
When you
right
use the power
back
of fire,
where
you
it
are
belongs.
harnessing one of the most potent forces of the universe. So be sure you use it wisely. Okay. You're going to put all that energy into removing that. You got to visualize it gone, visualize seeing it removed. You are the power within. If you do not believe that this worked, if you doubt it afterwards, it's not going to work, guys.
Mhm. You have to
Don't doubt,
believe
don't
it.
doubt yourself. Put if you are doubting yourself, then either A, you're not putting your energy actually into the spell and you're half-assing it. That would be my first. If you don't think that your spell has worked, you either don't trust yourself or you're half-assing it. It's either one of those.
And it won't
Otherwise,
work.
yeah, and it won't work. You've got to, and nobody else needs to do this spell for you. You have the power to remove. Don't let anybody scam you into thinking that you can't do it yourself.
Anyone can do it.
Okay. Because there are so many people out there scamming others, thinking that who's susceptible to this, who follow these things like spell work and stuff like that, and make them fear into thinking that there's all these things that are attached and whatever. And believe me, they've got their list of things that they say for you to believe that go along with almost everybody that would believe this. So they're going to try to convince you of that. Please do not think that that's what it is.
Donna. Donna needs a spell for fine lines and wrinkles.
Working on
we'll
it.
We'll put that on the list and see when some point we
I'll
get
have
into
to
that.
ask Brian.
Yeah, Brian will
Brian-
know. He's got the glamour type oil.
Yeah.
You'd make glamour oil, Donna. Damn, girl, you could do the glamour oil. We should do that.
We can put it on
We're
our list. I'm letting my
right the fuck
executive
now.
assistant to put it on
I
her
got
list.
Glamour oil for Donna's fine
For Donna,
lines
fine lines and wrinkles.
and wrinkles.
We got you, Donna. We're gonna get you your spell, hun.
We're gonna test it on a male sack because those, if you could get wrinkles out of a man's sack, it's some good shit. So, babe, it looks like I'm gonna have to throw some glamour oil on you. Test this shit out. Donna, you're gonna have some firm cheeks, let me tell you.
Thanks, Tess. Whoop whoop. Don't worry, we got your back.
And your front.
We gotcha. We'll look into other spells like that, glamour spells. And
Yep.
guys, if you have any ideas that you want to throw my way, please, by all means, throw it
Yes.
down in the comments.
You can message her or me.
Yeah, one of us.
Somebody. Anyone.
Yeah, one of
Tell
us. Yeah. My executive assistant's got it. She'll put it down on her list. But there's tons of things that we could be doing with these spells. So don't ever think that somebody has gone out of their way to curse you. They don't know you. If this is a person that doesn't know you and they're blabbing off and saying, "Oh yeah, there's a curse on you. I can remove it for $200. Oh, it's really, really powerful. It's going to cost me a few $100s more." It's a scam, guys. Don't buy it. Please don't buy it. There's so many people who buy it and it's not true.
Mhm.
Okay, it's for fear. It's fear tactic.
This is like what, maybe $6?
It's what makes them money.
Rosemary.
I'm not here to scare the living bejesus out of you. I'm here to teach you how you can do it for yourself, that you don't need to rely on somebody removing something for you, because they're just going to keep on soaking you. And when it doesn't work and you keep on saying, this has happened now, they came back at you.
Mhm.
How are you going to prove that?
Exactly.
And it makes the ones, the witches that are good, that do go out of their way to help other witches,
It
make
ruins
it
it for
it
them.
may it ruins. And
Yeah.
it's, and I hate that. So
Yeah.
please don't follow that. Please use your discernment. It's up to you to follow your own guidance, and if it doesn't feel right, don't question it. That's your gut telling you that it's not right. So follow it. It doesn't steer you wrong. If it feels like a scammer, more than likely it's a scammer. It's got you thinking about it. If you didn't think so, it wouldn't have come up. That's how I look
Yep.
at it. Okay.
Yep.
So does anybody have any questions about this? I think that the biggest thing, guys, is to visualize. Now,
And believe.
and believe. Yes, absolutely. I was just going to say, what do I have coming up next week? Anxiety. The anxiety spell chart, anti-anxiety, to combat anxiety, I should be saying. Not, you don't want to cause anxiety. There's my cackle.
And there it is. I'm going to bundle that cackle up and I'm going to make it as my ringtone. I have a plan.
It's got a plan. So yes, we're going to be doing anxiety spell jar to help with anxiety next Thursday. I got my live readings and I'm taking live questions, guys. I'm taking live questions now on Monday at 8 p.m. So if you're looking for a reading, hit me up. Just come on over. I will not take you if you're insistent. I will not take you if you're bullying. I will not take you if you're mean or ignorant or
So help
rude.
me.
I won't.
And
if I
are
don't,
not, so
and if I don't get you next time, there's always the next time.
And I'm writing your names
Understand that.
down with the questions so that I don't do somebody twice.
Right.
So
Right.
try to think of your questions now before
Monday.
I'm Shannon. Stephanie.
Oh,
Shenanigans,
yes.
whatever you want. I get. Call me what you want.
Stephanie.
I've been called many names.
This is my assistant, Shannon.
Yeah. Executive.
Yes, executive.
But yeah.
Heaven forbid I forget to say that.
Oh, I didn't climb up this chain to be called assistant. Hello.
Any questions, guys? I'm going to do my best to see from there because my assistant's got her phone close by so she can
and
read
I'm struggling. I keep struggling to look there because I can't see nothing. Forgetting that I have my phone here.
Yes.
So yes, you're welcome, Amy. Yeah. Teresa. Yes, I know, right?
We went there.
Yes, and yes, Anthony. Yes, the pan and your sack. Could be an interesting evening one night. But for Donna's sake, I feel we should take the sacrifice. Yep. No, you're right, Tamara. There is no stupid question.
No
Any
stupid
question is a how do you learn unless you don't you got to ask questions. That's how you learn.
Yeah.
Like, hello.
You will never. I'll tell you this right now. I will not tolerate anybody treating anybody horrible on this channel. If I see it, I will remove you. I don't care who you are.
Boom. Just like that.
Just like that. I've got Amy and I've got Shannon watching from both ends. Yeah, I said that too, Teresa. But I had them watching and they're always watching and making sure that everything's running smoothly. But I will not let anybody be bullied on this channel or anything like that. So there's no stupid questions. Please, by all means, say them. You will never get your answer. You will never get your answer if you don't know. And if you're just starting off and you don't know, what's the harm in asking? We were all new. We've all been new at something one point in our life. Take it as a compliment that you're brave enough, that you're empowered enough to say, you know what? I actually don't know that. And I'd love to learn. Look at it as empowering yourself to learn as much as you possibly can in areas that maybe you haven't explored. Because there's so much that I'm still learning. I learn from people every day. I learn from her all the time. She learns from me. We do it all the time. But that's how we learn. That's how we grow. And that's how we support and be there for each other, right?
And Tamara, you've never been hurtful, so you have nothing to say sorry about.
Oh my God, Tamara, you're
Fucking awesome. God damn it, if I could reach in through this.
Give you a big hug.
Yeah, I would. But I can't, so we'll pretend. But no, you're good. Everyone's good.
Oh, we love you, Tamara. You know what? Honestly,
Right?
I'm so grateful for all of you.
Yeah.
I appreciate you all. I wouldn't be doing this if you guys weren't here.
Yeah.
I'd be talking to myself.
Yeah.
And that's fun, but it's not as fun.
Yeah.
Just slightly more
Yeah.
fun. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
A little bit. You know.
But we're all here to learn. We're all here to learn from each other. That's what a coven does.
And
just
all she asks too is like, because all this stuff takes time, like she's taking 2 nights out of her ever loving life for the love of, she can't pet Punch and Reggie for this whole time, so they suffer. But anyways, she takes not just her time and effort, but and her knowledge from all the schooling she's done, but also it costs for all the herbs and all that stuff. So feel free, on her website there's a donation button. If you can donate, that would be beautiful, saying that you really thank her for what she does. And in
always
the process,
appreciated, never expected.
that donation, I might be able to get a large coffee out of her, you know. So just think about that part if you could. Maybe an extra cream. But yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, now you're pushing.
Okay,
it.
no.
You already get a sleeve.
Okay, 1 cream and a sleeve. There's that. But yeah, anyways, donate, subscribe, share the shit out of this. And
that's a free advertisement, guys. If you can do me anything, that helps me out so much. So please like, share, subscribe. It helps me get out. It helps you guys. It helps.
Tell your friends too.
Yeah.
They don't have to be witches to watch.
Nope. Everybody loves free readings, right? Come on over on Monday. Free readings, 8 p.m. See you then.
Eastern Standard Time.
Right? Anyways, witches, I love you all. Thank you so much for joining us. Shannon and myself are always so grateful for you guys. And we will see you Monday and Thursday next week at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Think of a question.
Ciao for now.
See ya.